Hey guys, welcome to Russound's Feature Spotlight, and we're going to talk about the MCA-Series and the new feature we've added so that you can easily group together zones on an MCA, much like you can on the MBX series. Let's go ahead and check this out. On our MCA-66, we're just going to go ahead and expand our zone menu page so we can see all of our rooms. And check this out. If you're familiar with what an MCA looks like when you look at this page, this is a little bit different. We normally just have the zone names with a power on and off icon and just the simple option to select what room we want to control. Now we actually have, similar to the MBX, independent volume control right through this menu. Still have our power state buttons where we can turn our zones on and off, but we also have a plus symbol that we can use to group up individual zones together. So instead of doing the all or nothing option with party mode, or having to go through the effort of managing web config to opt out of party mode for certain zones for that kind of capability, grouping is just made super easy with just a few taps of your finger here. All we have to do to engage this is first decide which one we want to host the room. So this is essentially still going to be a master of the party, but instead of the whole system being part of the group, we can tell each zone specifically what group members we want. We're going to go ahead and tap plus symbol on zone number 1, and now we can choose any of our other zones on the MCA to be part of this group. And this even works if we have more than one MCA tied together. If I had 2 MCA-66s or 3 MCA-66s linked together, I would have the option of tying any of these additional rooms that would appear into the first MCA's group as well. Let's go ahead and start by adding just zone number 2 to the group and submitting this by hitting OK. If you're familiar with what an MBX looks like when you're doing zone grouping, this is going to look very familiar. We have independent volume control still for each room, but we also have a global group control volume where we can manage the volume level in both zones or any additional zones that are part of this group. From here we can also add additional zones into the group by tapping that plus symbol again and checking off the zones that we want. And we can even remove individual zones from this group by just simply tapping the appropriate minus symbol next to that particular room. With this kind of flexibility, we can also have more than one group set up at once. So here's an example of 2 different groups on the same MCA. And now whatever we're playing in zone number 1, we'll be playing through zone 1 and all of its group members as well, such as zone 2 and 3. And whatever we have playing independently on zone 4, we'll be playing through not only that zone, but also zone 5 and zone 6 as well, since those are part of that group. To disband the group, all we have to do is tap the X button next to it. This is a very powerful tool to be able to easily manage your MCA-Series system for what you're playing in individual rooms and common grouping. This grouping will actually also persist through a power cycle. So if your MCA reboots, when the MCA turns back on, this group will still be active. So it's persistent grouping as well. Very handy feature to have. And thanks to you guys with your suggestions, we've made that dream a reality. Keep those suggestions coming our way, and check out our other feature spotlight videos covering the other topics as well. Thanks guys, take care.